coming back to you is where it is at. If any guru, any path, any spiritual teacher offers you an otherworldly fantasy and takes you away from your own self-recognition, your capacity to trust your own intuition, your judgment with respect to what feels right for you, and your ability to be able to just sense into and feel into your right place and purpose and movement forward in life, then I would say run a mile and run as fast and as far away as you possibly can. Because authentic wisdom, an authentic path, an authentic teacher will always, always point to and encourage you to listen to the truth of who you are. He or she, and an authentic path will encourage you to do practices so that you listen and you trust your own innate wisdom and your own innate knowing. They will guide you to recognize the truth of who you are, which is prior to your story. And they will constantly support you so that you really stand firm in the truth of your own knowing, rather than, constantly looking for validation outside of your own self. And when I say your own self, I'm of course speaking to your own higher self, as opposed to the small self, which is, the identification with the story, and so on and so forth. So it's really important that you trust yourself, you trust your own inner knowing, and you do not give that power away to other people, no matter how they may present, as being the loftiest, most advanced spiritual teacher or guru. That you really do lean into and really listen to and trust your inner knowing and your own innate wisdom, which will speak to you in a language and in a voice that you are able to recognize and to hear, no matter what's going on in your life. So it's really important to really trust that, and not to constantly give your own knowing and your own power away by following any teacher that is promising you the sun, the moon, and the stars, and really kind of pointing you away from the validity of your own capacity to recognize and feel resonance with the truth of being, the truth of the one, the truth of your own self, your own higher self, which is always available here and now. I think it was Rumi who said something along the lines, and I'm paraphrasing here, that the space between your thoughts and the space between each in-breath and out-breath is a doorway to God, and it's the truth. This is our opportunity, our constant opportunity. These spaces are our constant opportunity and constant kind of doorway into recognizing that source and absolute awareness, or oneness, or whatever you want to call it, God, is not separate from who we are in this most authentic space or place of clear seeing. But of course it does often take a little practice to recognize this and to see and feel into this space and to trust this place and space from which inner guidance arises. So I really wanted to speak to this today because it's been coming up quite a few times. I know with the clients and the people that I've worked with, often they struggle with really trusting and leaning into their own intuitive knowing and then finding the courage to act on it. So I'm just here to encourage you to do that and to pay attention, to listen, and just don't give that capacity away or that ability away to someone else, because it's all about you. And as I said in the beginning, where you are is where it is at, or coming home to you is where it is at. And of course, I'm speaking, when I say it, I like to use the word it because it's not as loaded as word as God or source or absolute awareness or, any of those terms, which can be sort of tripping points. So it is, you can't kind of visualize anything with respect to it. It's the mystery, it's the not knowing, it's the vastness of your own inner wisdom and all the guidance that comes from within, which is so far beyond the mind, it boggles the mind. So where you are is where it is at, and all you have to do is create space to listen and to trust it and act on it. So that's my little share for today. I hope all is well. Keep shining bright, and you know where to find me if you want to reach out for any help with anything. And as always, if you find this content helpful, then please let others know, and I would appreciate it if you subscribe if you haven't already done so. And then that tells YouTube to push the content out, more fully, so that people who are looking for this kind of support have it available to them. So that's all from me for now. Take it easy, be well, and enjoy the weekend. Bye.